Hi, my crafty friends. Y'all, I picked up these wreath rings from Dollar Tree, and I love that there's 3 in the set. So for this project, we're just going to use 2 of them because we're going to make a fun little snowman. So I also ordered this package of doilies, and I'm just kind of like, this one's a little bit too big. I just kind of pick out the one that works. When I say works, I mean doesn't go all the way to the edges, because what we're going to do is we're going to kind of like look them like they're stretched to the edges, kind of, sort of. So I'm just going to put a couple coats of white paint on these just so that they blend in a little bit better. I was going to just spray paint them, but I got super cold here, so I wasn't able to spray paint. But once those were dry, then I just go with my hot glue gun and I just kind of put just a tiny bit of glue just to kind of tack it in place. Because what I want to do is I've grabbed out some of my white yarn, and I'm going to, like I said, once I get it in place, then we're going to use the yarn to kind of like tie it on. You really won't be able to see the yarn, but I felt like it would be kind of cool just to have like that wrapped look right on the edge. So again, just use this, went all the way around. Now this is the smaller one. And so what I did was I just kind of pushed the yarn through, and then I would flip it over and I would tie it off in place. And then before I cut all the edges off, I would put just a little bit of hot glue, just in case I double knotted it, but just in case. Now, one thing I did when I got to the bigger one was I tied that first knot on the back, then I put a little bit of hot glue and then tied the second knot, so that it like hot glued itself to itself. Is that a thing? Itself to itself. And that was a lot easier. It didn't seem to be as clumpy. So now I want to put the 2 of them together. So I'm going to grab out some more of the yarn, and I'm just going to kind of tie it off, and then just kind of go over a little bit on each side, just so that it hangs a little bit more secure rather than just a couple of those. And you can do this part as chunky as you want. If not, another thing I was thinking when I was doing this, I was like, oh my gosh, the doilies that you can get at the Dollar Tree? How cool would it be? Like, the doilies I have here aren't big enough for the biggest loop that came in the package, but I think the Dollar Tree ones would be. So you could actually have a 3 of the rounds for the snowman, but this one will just have 2. So I didn't want to do any eyes or anything like that. I wanted it to be super, like, almost kind of a little bit shabby chic-y kind of looking. I think that's another technical term. Shabby chic-y. Okay, maybe not. So then I was thinking as I was doing this, man, what do I want to do for that center part? So I grabbed out some leftover red ribbon, as you can see there, and then some other stuff. And I just think this is so charming, my friends. I love it. All right, don't forget to follow for more.